The presidential elections of 2008 are fast approaching, with some of the most controversial candidates ever to run. While past presidential candidates have all shared a similar socioeconomic background, they were all between the ages of 30 and 50, they were all white, all financially stable, and all Christian. But the results of this presidency could potentially upset the otherwise uniform candidates. Of the four major candidates running, there's a Mormon, an African-American non-Christian, and a woman. But who cares, really? I mean, no matter what color or what gender they are, politics is always confusing, especially with the issues of today, such as the Iraq War, the economy in China, and other things. This election, though, almost all the candidates are former governors, mayors, and senators, so they all have a voting record. And unlike campaign slogans, voting records don't lie. By exploring the voting records, campaign, and political backgrounds of Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Mitt Romney, and Rudy Giuliani, politics can become, heaven forbid, a little easier to grapple with. In past elections, Democratic and Republican candidates would battle over things such as the economy, abortion, war, and women's rights. This election, however, the candidates seem a little less decided than in past. Take the first candidate, for example, the former Senator of Illinois, Mr. Barack Obama. He first made a splash during this year in the Democratic National Convention, where he got up as one of the youngest candidates there and said his motto for the United States would be to have the audacity of hope and return the country to the principles that gave birth to the Constitution. As a voter, though, Barack is slightly more of a moderate than Clinton. In this article, Electing the President, they compare the two. But strong liberals can still easily identify with him. For example, according to OnTheIssues.com, a voter tracking record of senators and other politicians, he voted to support all abortion rights. He opposes gay marriage, but still supports civil union laws. His answer for the economy is a new pay-as-you-go slogan. As far as trade goes, though, Obama is distinct. He thinks that instead of expanding on trade with China, we should bring more business into the United States and decrease globalization. On the issue of immigration, though, Obama said he does not want to enforce immigration laws on the already 12 million immigrants in the United States, but would rather reform and patrol the borders of Mexico and Canada more effectively. He would like to hire 1 million more teachers in the year, and he also voted to reduce tax cuts for the wealthy. He was raised in a secular home, though, but he believed in a code of respect the whole world should follow. He would be the first non-Christian black president, and his biggest competition so far is Hillary Clinton, a Democrat with the largest budget almost ever recorded in political history. She's a former senator of New York and has the longest-running political history of almost anyone there, from her days as a radical in the 60s during the feminist movement, to her career as a lawyer, to her role in the House as the First Lady, to her senatorness in New York City. But according to the extreme makeover of Hillary Rodham Clinton by Babe Buchanan, a political researcher, she's currently working on an ad campaign worth a reported $200 million that would show her enforcing family values and principles. Historically, though, her views are somewhat predictable. Like Obama, she voted in favor of all abortion, including partial birth. She has publicly vowed not to drill in ANWR, the Alaskan National Oil Reserve. She will pursue only energy alternatives, and she would bring the troops home very quickly and explore only diplomatic contact with the Middle East, including more cooperative or dependency with the UN. She also opposes privatizing Social Security and would like to expand the government. She seems to be making an image switch from the pioneer of women's rights and progressive democracy to the family values, following in the steps of traditional ethics, according to Babe Buchanan. But despite all of her critics, Hillary is one of the few candidates who's given an actual plan on the direction of the war in Iraq. Many others are hesitant to comment. The two Republican lead candidates, however, have no voting record on the war, according to the political issue tracking poll. Mitt Romney, another debated candidate, gained popularity at the Republican GOP party and others due to his moderate views. Also, he leaves many people in question as to what he thinks, according to Joe Klein, who wrote Romney's Edge in Time magazine. He's a strong Mormon and hard to predict, which is both good and bad. He voted pro-choice last year, but pro-life this year, He does not support stem cell research as a traditional Republican, but also voted to toughen up on criminals. He supports the capital punishment and would enforce immigration laws immediately on the already 12 million illegal immigrants living in the U.S. He would use the oil reserves in Anwar in addition to energy alternatives, and he pledges no new taxes in 2007. He would also expand on free trade with Asia instead of decrease. As a Mormon, though, Romney faces some of the same questions John F. Kennedy Jr. did when he entered the presidency as the first Catholic. His biggest problems are his changing positions on issues such as abortion and his no plan for war in Iraq, but he said that he does support the military traditionally. Leading the pack currently, though, for the Republican Party is former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, who is best known for his leadership after 9/11. Most of his positions and ideas are based on his success as the New York City mayor after September 11th attacks. He's considered a moderate libertarian conservative, and he's gained popularity to both sides because he increased the rights of same-sex couples, but still cracked down on crime without expanding the budget. He'd like to work towards energy independence and acknowledges that there's more danger in Iran than Iraq. The two Democratic candidates seem decided, such as Barack and Hillary, on the new changes that many political commentators speculate are at times extreme in comparison to past modern Democratic candidates. The two Republican candidates span the spectrum of what they believe, especially due to the views of Rudy Giuliani, while Romney is still hard to predict, since his voting record seems inconsistent. This election will be unpredictable at best, as well as the polls of the American public are not clear as to what they would like. But whatever it is, you should get out there and vote anyways, because now we understand a little bit about their personal lives as well as their political ones.